you hungry, kids? If you are, then keep your eyes right here as we have two rivals ready for a rendezvous that they hope will wind up with the dream land of stuffing their face with a delicious rack of ribs. Glad to have you with us in the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UAB's offense will go to work first. Guys, can you even fathom how motivating it is to have a giant rack of ribs awaiting the victor, as there is in the Memphis UAB game? And while these two are proud of their barbecue, it was Memphis who poured on the sauce and absolutely roasted UAB the last time they met.
Two fan bases that care about their football and their ribs. Is it dry rub if you're Memphis, or is it Alabama White Sox if you're UAB? Either way, you got to finish this game, David, if you're UAB. Last year had a lead in the fourth quarter, and they gave it away.
It was ugly. It ended up being 53-18, and UAB with 4 turnovers in that football game. You lose the turnover battle by 4, you don't win very many games.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dream.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup. Get it to him, let him do the rest.
Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. Give to the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Hill. Makes the grab. And tackled there by the defense.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Follows a good block there, picks up threes out to the 9. And the Blazers want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Blazers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Green. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Cross. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Memphis! They put the first points on the board.
Number 18,
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Fires into the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Going to the running game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Memphis 14, UAB 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To the air, it's Green. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
UAB 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Blazers want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The throw to the outside is complete. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Kitna. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely center cut.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. These two first played in football in 1997, but the rivalry goes much farther back than that. Gene Bartow took Memphis to a Final Four in the early 70s, started the basketball program at UAB in the deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Quick completion on the out route. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10.
Timeout, UAB.
Back to pass, it's Kitna. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hooks. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. That is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. With jet sweep pass. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Blazers. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Still 2 quarters to go in this battle for the bones, a treasured trophy in both Memphis and Birmingham.
The Blazers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You know, sometimes rivalry trophies really have no connection to anything like the little brown jug or the old brass spittoon. But a rack of ribs, 2 cities, proud of their barbecue heritage, rendezvous against Dreamland and Full Moon. I mean, it doesn't get better than a trophy like this.
No, there aren't many trophies out there that you actually want to eat. Is it dry rub if you're Memphis, or is it Alabama white sauce if you're UAB? Take your pick. That is one good-looking trophy.
I don't even know what any of that means. I literally don't. I don't eat ribs. I don't eat pork. But I do know that that's a big freaking trophy. And one of these teams want to win it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 4 to USC.
Back to pass, it's Kitna.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Hawkins.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
There he goes! The 40! At the 20! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UAB!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Hill. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting...
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Ready up. Easy.
Dropping back, it's Kitna. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any complete.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Memphis. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Blazers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. They were
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up second down. Get set, get set.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Kitna. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. The give to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. The screen, and watch out. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low-line drive and not his best work. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UAB! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Green. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give as they work on that clock. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
from the gun, the running back looking for room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hill. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Blazers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Kitna. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up the...
Touchdown, UAB! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They go to the ground. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Appropriately, the 100-pound rack of ribs will find a home in Memphis after the Tigers take down UAB in the Battle of the Bones. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.